All right, greetings, Internet Sojourners. Welcome back to the MMORPG stream. So good to be with you here on a beautiful Thursday night. For my YouTube viewers, thank you for joining me as well. Last night we hit a pretty big milestone, didn't we? We got to level 50. Mr. Best Friend is officially on the final 10 levels to go. Hopefully we don't lose it tonight. Knock on wood there. So we are out in the Furiona V zone right now, and I do want to just try something out. So I waited to start the streams just so we could all enjoy this together. Hopefully I don't die doing this, but what I want to do is I want to run out to the actual Furiona V city, and I want to see if in skeleton form, and I got to watch out for these are all, like, a lot of these are CMVs. I want to see if in skeleton form, if the guards still hate me, because I realized I've killed a lot of goblins. And goblins give should have been giving Furiona V, but I'm wondering if maybe the Droga goblins didn't. I can't remember now. Should have been giving Furiona V faction, excuse me. So we're just gonna run up here. We're just gonna con a guard in skeleton form, just to see what they think of us. Looks like we're dubious to the pilgrim. And he must be seeing Viz, because the rest of these are indifferent, because I am in Viz. Probably could have picked a better time. It is night. I don't know if that's wise to go running up on this at night, because I may not see a guard and then they could come after me. Alright, here we are. Okay, that's a pilgrim. He's dubious. Or she, I guess. That's a high elf. Let's see, where is a guard? I don't want to go wandering through those ruins in case there's somebody in there that I'm not aligned with. There should be guards, like right over here. Neutral Rockets, welcome back to the stream. So good to see you. So we're testing a faction right now. Okay, so here's a guard. He's level 50. The pilgrims are dubious. I'm going to kill off invisibility. Oh. Neutral, do you see that? I am dubious to the Furiona V guards. That is interesting. Actually, I want to try one more thing. I just got to look around and make sure I'm safe to do it. Claudia, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. I'm going to kill off Gather Shadows. I'm going to kill off Call of Bones. The guards are scowling at me. So if I want to do this, if I want to turn in canines, that's why I'm doing this, because I have all those canines. I got to make sure that I have Call of Bones up. Right now I have 8 in my bag, but I do have an absolute ton of those in my bank. So we could get probably a little bit of a bump here in experience if we can go turn all those in. Neutral says, imagine an XR Necro aligned with FE. It kind of appears that I am, in fact, somewhat aligned with them. All of that grinding on goblins has apparently paid off. Okay, I am like depleting my health here with Call of Bones, so I do need to be mindful of that. What are we gonna do tonight? Well, I don't really feel like running back to Cabalus to get all my canines. We can do that next time we're in Cabalus, because we'll eventually go back, obviously. And I'll definitely do that on stream, so you guys can watch if I fail and get attacked by a mob that doesn't like me. That might be funny for you all to watch me die. Excuse me. However, I was going to go to Blood Gills, but Neutral mentioned that they would probably be pretty slow at 50. And so what I thought was, you know what, you're right. Why sell myself short here? Let's go to Burning Wood. Because in Burning Wood, you can get higher level research. And you can get potential for level 50 spell drops, depending on what you kill. Yeah, I got my Earl Grey. It's tasting good tonight. Got my water, got my nicotine. We're ready to go. And I gotta say, it's kind of nice streaming 2 nights in a row. It's making me rethink my schedule. Because I've just enjoyed this so much. I don't need Call of Bones anymore. I actually let that tick for way too long. I was down to half health. Whoops. So yeah, we'll run out to Burning Wood, and then it's going to be kind of tough, I think. But hopefully the risk is worth the reward. I do think Burning Wood has a higher zone experience modifier than... Oh. Well, that's strange. I thought he was going to fight me. Oh, I'm invis. That's why. Okay. I swear I know what I'm doing. I swear I've played this game before. I should go life tap him. I need some health. But the question about Burning Woods is, what do we kill? There's bees out there. I'm not gonna kill Sarnax. I think the giants are a little too high. I did find a spot with 3 bees around like a beehive. That I might be able to split. Oh. Arachnid right there waiting for me. Goodness, 2 of them. I'm gonna have to zoom the camera in a little bit so I can see through these trees. Yeah, I just planned on running through the, on the zone wall versus running through the middle. Dreadlands has a lot of C and Viz. And some of them are quite nasty. They have roots. You know, the Drachnids have roots. There's a lot of casters. So I figure this is the safer route here. It's a little bit hard to see though with these trees. But yeah, 10 levels to go. Super excited about that. What will be even more exciting is if I can get some research, either research spells or just the actual spell drops. We really want to get Splurt. Oh, there's a skeleton up here. We want Splurt and we want the level 52 pet. That would be nice. Then I wouldn't even have to research the level 49 pet. Yeah, we're about halfway down the zone, or a quarter of the way down the zone to get to Burning Wood. Grimlust, welcome back to the stream. So good to see you. I'm very excited. I got on my voice changer software and I found voices for Mr. Best Friend for the video that I'm going to make for his lore. And so now the excitement's building and I'm sure I'll be filming this weekend. This will probably be my most technical video project to date, because I really want to give Mr. Best Friend, do him justice. I want to tell his story in a cinematic way. And I took time, I wrote a whole screenplay, a whole script. So now I just need to start filming and then I'll do voiceover work. And then putting it all together and editing will probably take some time as well. So don't expect it anytime like in the immediate future. Okay, this guy can see me. Oh, he's going that way. Okay, good. Even though I could just probably root him and life tap him. Neutral Rocket says 49 pet has double the HP. Oh, that's nice. We want that. Whether or not I get it, though, that's the question. Because if you remember, there were pet levels that I skipped in the 20s as well, where I never got the words. I found tons of the words later, like from level, 40 on, and I was like, what do they want me to do with these words now? Neutral says 53 is a squishy rogue pet. Is tap tanking still viable at 53 to where they can backstab, though, or is it like you're going to get absolutely rocked? Because I did know that the 53 pet was a, I thought it was 52, but okay, 53. I knew it was a rogue, but I was thinking, yeah, maybe if you could tank for him and he backstabs. Okay, so here is the Burning Wood. Let's go pop a squat somewhere that hopefully doesn't get me trained by a bard. And let's flip it over to the wiki. And let's look at the Burning Wood. So here's the map. This is where we came in from. 1 is the Sarnak Fortress. We're definitely not going to kill Sarnax. 2 is Haunted Ruins. 3 is the Giant Fort. I think those are a little too high as well. 4 is a Meteor. with Six and Klex. Who? Slicks and... Oh, okay. He's a magician epic mob. He's definitely not something we want to try to kill. We're level 50. He's level 50. I don't think that would work. There's another haunted ruin over here. 5 is a Sarnak temple. We'll probably avoid that. 6 is the Hornet's Nest. That's kind of what I was thinking, was like this area over here in the western side of the zone. Because the Hornets... Let's see. Cinder Hornets are level 39. Ash Hornets are 37. Ember Hornets are 42, and the Scoriae Hornet is 46. One thing that I do have to keep in mind is these are very fire resistant. So I can't use Ignite Bones on them. So I'd have to be more reliant on dots than nukes. Yeah, let's go check it out. Ooh, do we want to bind here? I'm thinking yes. That was quite a run from Furiona V. And I don't really need to go back for anything anytime soon. So we'll go ahead and do that. There are also undead apes out here. There's some like undead gorillas. So we may be able to find one here and there and charm it. But it's not like Emerald Jungle where you're going to find the apes. The apes are not everywhere. Okay, let me do one thing real quick. I have done it again. I forgot to set the affinity of the EQ process. And the trees are causing the frame rate to lag. Okay, that's done. Let's see what we can find out here. The hills and the trees are kind of freaking me out because there's such low visibility. Okay, there's a Sarnak. We're gonna avoid those. I don't remember if any of those see invis, but we're just gonna avoid killing any of those. I'm gonna head west over here to the corner of the zone where the hornet nest is. This seems like one of those zones where there's just a lot of roamers. But it's definitely not as bad as my all-time least favorite zone in the whole game, Swamp of No Hope. Ooh, that's one we could do as well, though. Grick the Exiled. That's one to consider. It's like halfway on the other side of the continent right now. The ASAC says he's usually permacamp. I was considering that, yeah, that it's he's probably tough to get. That might be one of those you gotta wait in line and play a different game while you watch. Do people just camp him for welcome back to the stream, by the way. Do people just camp him for the experience, or does he drop something? I want to say when I checked, he didn't have any drops that were notable. And the reason I paused there was I was confused. Here's the hornet nest, which is really freaky looking. Kind of reminds me of the terracotta pots in Minecraft. Oh, so the guy who made pig parse is spamming about pig parse. And now he's whispering me. I whispered him. And I'm going to ask him what he thinks about a root break trigger. Look at that. That's cool. The ASAC says it's just experience. People are lazy and don't want to find new mobs to kill. Right here, guilty. I love spots where you can just sit and kill. Oh. Oh, hello. Sorry, I'm chatting with the pig parse author. But he says he's this is a freaking win. He says that he is totally amenable to freaking building a root break trigger. So that would be freaking awesome. Okay, Invisbrook, let me get focused here. I got too many things going on. All right, so I could have swore there were like 3 hornets around this hornet nest. Unless I'm thinking of another spot. So we're going to go look around because I could have swore there was a spot. I know there was a spot that had 3 hornets. Invisibility is fading again. And the reason why I like the idea of the 3 hornets is I think I could probably kill 3 of them in the 6-minute zone time window, and then I wouldn't have to do the whole run around the zone and look for stuff. Because running around the zone also presents some risks. As you run around, you could potentially run into mobs that you're not... Oh my gosh. You're not watching out for. Invis is faded like 3 times in a row. That's cool. I'm going to add this guy to friends. Vasanli. He's a level 60 Necro. XR Necro. Hey, my brother. Alright, let's see if we can find these hornets. Also, I imagine if we got our Sarnak rep up, it would be easier to navigate this zone. Oh, there's one of those big old dragons. He was down there and then he just disappeared. That was weird. ASAG says, I always get ads when I hunt in Burning Wood. Lots of roaming mobs everywhere. Yeah, I'm seeing that. It's definitely doesn't look like the safest. There's a forest giant out there. He's actually seeing Viz. So yeah, if it seems kind of slow, it's because I'm not going in head first here. I'm trying to kind of learn the zone. I have run through here one other time. I did it off stream. I was just looking around. I think I killed 2 mobs here. I found an ape. I tamed the ape, or charmed the ape, and then had him fight a bee. Neutral Rocket says, isn't there a giant fort in here you can do? There is, you're correct. But I do not think I'm high enough level yet. I don't know, we could try it. It's right over here. You have to watch out for roamers while you're there as well, though. There's that big old dragon. Yeah, here's the, like one of the giant craters. Right here, kind of in the middle of the zone. Oh, I thought the giant fort was on the other side of this. Looks like I was wrong. Okay, that guy sees Invis, so we gotta get out of the way. And there's an ape over there. He can see in... Well, I am not Invis to him. Ooh, big scary dragon. Alright, there's another ape. I love being a Necro because I can just FD, though. Alright, so here is the giant fort. The ancients are higher than the verdants. And then I know there's a lot of roamers that kind of path around here, so we just have to be prepared for that. What I don't know is, do these two come together? They look kind of close together. It's kind of 50-50 from my perspective on whether or not they'll come together. I'm going to say I'm going to summon a pet. I'm not going to get too attached to that pet. Because if we get a roamer, we're just going to feign. Because there definitely are roamers that path around here. The verdant, I don't think, will be as big of an issue. It's the ancients that I'm wondering. Because I want to say the ancients, they have like 6k HP, so that's going to be one of the higher level mobs I've ever killed. The other thing is we don't have paralyzing earth, so these roots they're not really cutting it anymore. Okay, we're setting up. Let's get a little bit of mana here before we go in. Neutral says, not safe to fear. I guess it just depends on how far they go. Because, like, down here, there's 2 Sarnax. If I fear him here, will he make it all the way to the Ancient? We can give it a shot. Do we want to use, like, the lowest level? I thought I heard something. Do we want to use the lowest level fear? Ah, somebody's in there killing. I heard a goblin, or a giant death noise. The death scream of a giant. I think these ancients do drop the higher level research, though. So, if we were able to do this, that would be kind of nice. Let's give our pet a buff. We want to make sure we're doing as much damage as possible. Ooh, there's a worm. That's kind of what I worry about with fearing. Like, there's stuff always running around out here. Yeah, there's another dragon. Looks like he's getting ready to come up here. Nope, he turned around. Apparently, these dragons also drop higher level spells and components as well. Oh yeah, there's 2 of them right here. I mean, I guess we give it a try. Worst case scenario, we die. Second worst case scenario is we just lose a pet, but we can feign. Let's start out with... Let's see if ST will bring one or the other. Looks decently clear. Okay, ST got resisted, but luckily only one came. Ooh, I just got bashed. I did throw a root on him because I need to get a snare on him. I'm really nervous to be right here. Okay, I'm gonna bring my pet back because I don't want my pet to die before we do this. And then as soon as root wears off, we're gonna fear him. Health-wise, I mean, he's already down to 60%. I'm just really worried about a roaming mob. Okay, let's get a fear on him. And normally I like to sit and med during fear, but I'm going to watch him and see kind of how far he goes. I want to say the lower level fears, I read this on Reddit. The lower level fears help kind of control how far they go. Okay. All right. And we got a Tump Stump. Smash You Up, welcome back. Smash You Up says low level fear is only 3 ticks and level 34 fear is 9 ticks. Yeah, I think that's the idea is all right, we have a Sarnak running like right towards us. Come over here, pet. The idea is you can fear them away and then let them run back to you. And then you just fear them away again. But they don't go nearly as far. I'm just glad both of them didn't come. Smash You Up says you got 2% off that kill. Yeah, I noticed that. But the real test is going to be this next one, this Ancient. These are higher level. Those, they say, go to 46 plus. 5,300 HP. And the Verdants only have around 3,400. So that's where I wonder, do we have the mana bar to bring this guy down? The good news is I highly doubt he's going to cast any spells, so if we need to feign, we can just feign. But I'm definitely going with full mana. I'm not going to leave it up to chance. Can you guys believe we're all the way up in Burning Wood at this point? Seems like yesterday it was Sarnak Ford and Lake of Ill Omen, or Ixar Pariahs and Worslicks. Smash You Up says, if anything, just keep casting Snare and Fear on him, and the pet can take him down eventually. That's kind of what I was thinking. Really, the biggest thing is if we get an ad. Okay. Here we go. Ooh, yeah, he's nice and slow. Okay, I do want to get a life tap on him. There we go. Okay. All right, he's at 75%. Oh, he's aggroed on the pet. He resisted the fear. Run, 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 run. We'll get better at this as we go. Oh, he resisted my, Oh, that's bad. Okay, the pet grabbed aggro at just the right point. Oh, he resisted, again. Two resists in a row. Hopefully the sphere doesn't get resisted. No, okay. I'm not really sure. Oh, fear wore off. Fear wore off early. I'm a little bit concerned here. Also, I hear something walking towards me. It was that worm. Alright, it could be worse. Can we get a... Shoot, I should have put my pet on him. Okay, we got a snare on him. But I have, no mana. Oh, shoot. This is Sarnak. Please don't resist. That's all I can say. Oof, we are cutting it really close. Kevin, what's going on? Alright, another fear. He resisted the fear. Oh, he's running. Oh, goodness. I would love to life tap him. But I'm afraid that will leave me with, no mana to feign if something comes along. Yeah, I don't even have the mana to life tap him. Kevin, it's going... I guess it's going good. We didn't die. There's a Sarnak running right for us. The Sarnak aggroed. I must unfortunately feign, and thankfully it did not fail. Yeah, poor Vobarn. Might as well just do this. There we go. I'm wondering if... Because this side seems to get a lot of traffic. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. He's casting. Fear, 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 fear. Okay. Shoot. Please don't resist. Oh, thank goodness. Alright, we gotta kill Collarbones. Kevin says spicy. I didn't think I was even on his, aggro table. Neutral Rocket says entertainment. You guys are going to watch me lose level 50 just as fast as I got it. Yeah, this is a dangerous place. I think that's him over there. No, it's not Sarnak. It was what was it? Sarnak Zealot. Safety feign? Oh, it fizzled. I like how we got 2% for the first kill, and then this one I didn't get any percent. The one that we just killed. One more safety feign. Oh, we have like no mana. Outstanding. I think as far as efficiency, I don't know if this is a very efficient camp. Doing my little spy cam here. See if anything's coming. Yeah, he didn't drop anything either. We definitely need to get some mana. I feel like it's kind of risky running underneath that fort. I probably should not have done that. Mobs have a way of like aggroing through floors. Actually, let's go over here. Yeah, I feel like there's like no good spot to sit either. Good call, Kevin. I forgot. Yeah, Invis is a great idea. I didn't even think to Invis. Okay, well, if you need a bathroom break, now's the time because we are extremely low on resources. A lot went wrong on that giant pole. I think we had a snare resist, 2 fear resists. And that's what led to the great mana expenditure. And then obviously at the end getting that Sarnak. But luckily we were able to live. When he started casting on me, I was very concerned. And then also, if you notice, he cast Venom of the Snake on me, but it got resisted. I resisted the Venom of the Snake. That could have turned the tide as well because I would have had a dot ticking on me. And I was pretty low on health. Neutral Rockets calls this entertainment. It's definitely spicy, like Kevin said. This is a lot more challenging. Kevin says it's funny when it happens to someone else, not when it's you. Yeah. I'm looking at the let's see, let's look together. I'm looking at the mobs in the zone. What we're looking for is anything that drops level 50 plus spells. So the worms. How much HP do the worms have? Oh, wow. They're up there. Something is running by me. Oh. Luckily, those don't see invis. Oh, you guys couldn't see that because I have it up on the wiki. What else does level 50? So right here, it's only saying the worms, but I could have swore the ancients. Yeah, the ancients have level 50 plus in their loot table, at least according to the wiki as well. And Kevin says, I'm not going to lie. I sometimes let people die out in the wild just because it's kind of funny. Yeah, it doesn't appear that there's really a good spot to do this. Maybe down here. This looks a little bit better right now, but... Oh, my C and Viz dropped. I disappeared. Yeah, so probably the Ancients, the Verdants are not high enough to drop the level 50. Neutral, or Kevin says, pretty nifty little fort they got out here. I don't know how these guys out here in Burning Wood managed to build this, which looks pretty sophisticated, but their cousins over in Worslick's Woods are living in like Stone Age huts. Like, this looks almost medieval era construction. But their cousins in the Worslick's Woods are living in the Stone Age. Neutral says it looks flammable. Kevin says the door looks a little small. I think they just have to duck. Neutral says maybe they crawl in and out like babies. That'd be funny to see. Also, if you notice, these are made of tree trunks. The bottom plates, right? That looks like a tree trunk. But I don't see any trees out here that big. Okay, we can speed this up a little bit. We can put a Lure of Death on now. Kevin says no adults allowed. So we're gonna need to summon a new pet. I kind of want to try killing one of these worms. I just don't want to. I don't want to die and lose level 50. That would just be such a bummer. I would have to go back to the wall. I'm just scoping this area out to see, does anything roam by here? This might be a little bit better of a spot. So I'm going to tee up my Cackling Bones, and I should probably tee up Augment Death, because it takes forever for Augment Death to come up. Yeah, I feel like the level difference between me and the Ancients is not high enough yet where I'm getting a lot of resists. And that's why we ran so low on mana on that last kill. That was down to the wire. It really could have gone either way. I chose to risk it, even though I was pushing down to critical levels of mana where I didn't even have enough to feign. Those are always miserable moments when you're like, yep, I would feign, but I don't have the mana to feign. Alright, let's... Oh. Okay, now all of a sudden there's giants. There's a giant there, there's a Sarnak there. Well, that ruins that idea. I didn't really expect that to be a safe spot anyway. And we rolled kind of a cruddy pet, so I'm going to resummon. I'm keeping my head on a swivel here. He's close. I don't think he's going to come. Gotta love pet roulette. If I was king for a day, I would get rid of that. Every pet would be a max level pet. You earned it, Necro. You get it. Ham Kevin says, Kunark's own design philosophy. Just make it so you can't see a damn thing because of mountains and trees and put thousands of roaming mobs. Truer words have not been spoken on this stream. Yeah, it's Kunark's been fun. We need to get augment death up on the pet. Bone chips. Neutral asked how many bone chips I have. I'm sitting on 93, so not terrible. I've definitely gone back to Kern's several times to get more bone chips. Neutral says he still has bones from Kern's. I probably could have banked more, but my bank is full of research words that I'm trying desperately to give away. So if anybody watching needs necro spell research, you just let me know. I will research your spell. Neutral says, I'm 57 now and still have a bunch of stacks left in the bank. Nope, I have to go back every probably 2 to 3 levels to get more. And then I get yelled at by twink monks that I'm ruining their immersion, that I'm disrupting their zone. That may or may not make it into the Mr. Best Friend video. Look, guys, I'm a streamer. Your world belongs to me. I'm just kidding. You guys know how the streamers are. Those stinking streamers. Okay. We have mana. And it looks safe to pull. So we're gonna pull. Here we go. Oh, there's stinking Sarnak right there. Pat, I told you to stand up. Okay. There's really no good spot. Up top seems really safe, or unsafe. Down here seems unsafe. Oh, there's a Sarnak like right behind us. Just watching out for him. Okay, I'm gonna throw a life tap because I need health. And now he's down into like run range. Oh, he's not running. We'll let Jabobin here face tank. Just got us another Trump stump. That's what that says, right? Trump stump. Yeah, Neutral Rocket says, this looks way safer than most spots, really, anywhere. Mr. Danger over here. I just know things are like going to run over this hill at any moment and come after me. That's the thing that's what's tripping me up, is like not being able to see. We'll try to kill this ancient. I just need all the mana. I need tippy top mana to kill him. Because he's probably going to resist. Alright, there's a dragon coming. He's a big old boy. I do kind of like, I want to kill one of those. Kevin says, not having Invoke Fear is such a pain in the ass. I haven't. I just, I've just been using regular Fear because it's like a shorter duration. Because I read it, they don't go as far on a regular Fear as they do on Invoke Fear. So I don't have this guy running off like halfway across the zone, and then if my pet's on him, he's gonna pull aggro. %10 more mana and we'll go for it. Uh-oh. I just saw people running out of there. Kevin says, oh right, I forgot you can research too. Yeah, I researched it back in the 30s. And then he also says, and yeah, that is a good idea to just use just Fear. That's what I was thinking. I read it on Reddit, and I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. You don't have to worry about them going as far. All right, we're almost to 100% mana. Let's see, is there anything around? Nope, okay. Here we go. Gonna pull with the snare. And we'll just pull him back here. And now it's dark, so I definitely am gonna have a hard time seeing anything coming up on me. I'm gonna tell you guys something. I actually really don't like fear kiting. It's not my favorite. Kevin says he loves it. He loves fear kiting. Okay, we need a new snare. Oh, he resisted the snare. That was the worst spell he could have resisted. He resisted 2 snares. Okay, we are very low on mana. He resisted a fear. Okay, we just need this fear to hold. Neutral Rocket says nothing like charming to get the heart pumping. Okay, I don't want my pet to die here. Okay, he just resisted yet another fear. Okay, he's in run range now. I didn't know if they ran or not. Okay, we got him. We did it. And we got a forest loop. Those are worth some money. That's a little vendor loot there. And Kevin says, I agree that fear kiting in this spot is not super fun, but when you go to good spots, it's super easy. That's true, yeah. If you have a nice, safe spot where you don't have to worry about aggro. Because, yeah, I'm constantly looking around, making sure no Sarnax are going to run up on me. I'm going to make a macro for pet standing up, because clicking stand is so close to go away. It's very easy to tell your pet to go away whenever you're trying to tell him to stand up. And Kevin says, you get to a point where you barely have to move when when you've been at a spot for a while. I do enough charming on my chanter main that I like to just chill on the necro. Yeah, this would be a good spot to charm, because you could just charm those two against each other. Rinse and repeat. It's probably not the most, this is not the most efficient, just based on how much health they have and how long it takes to kill, and then how much experience I'm getting. Even though 2% a kill is good, when you're going a full mana bar on each kill, or close to a full mana bar, it's kind of rough. I wonder what the drop rate is on these level 50 plus spells. Neutral says 2% per kill is huge. It seems good to see the bar like tick up like that, but if you are able to do a little bit more consistent, where you're not constantly having to do a full mana bar on each, I feel like the bar, even though it moves slower per kill, will actually move faster over time. Now, if I was getting 2% and only burning half a mana bar, that would be something. I would take that. We need that lich. We need the lich spell. I'd probably have to do a little bit more life tapping. But when you have the extra mana, it doesn't matter. And life taps do good damage. Okay, we got another ancient up here. But my pet needs a buff before we go. Damn, Kevin, you missed it, but with skeleton form, I can actually walk into Furiona V. I thought that was pretty cool. They don't hit me as much as they used to. Okay, we're going to wait for 100% mana on these because of how much they resist. I feel like one more resist. If I'd have gotten another snare resist on the last one, that would have been a wipe. I can definitely see why they open up the level range in this game for what you can get experience for when you get higher. Because these guys are mid 40s. I'm level 50, and they're already like, or they're still like pretty challenging. All right, we got that. We got the snare off. I want to get a vampiric curse on him so I can get some health. And then let's hope fear doesn't get resisted. Oh. That is a fail. I let Call of Bones fall off. I can't see anything. There we go. And I should have pulled my pet back before I feared him again. Get the pet back. He's like right on top of me, so hopefully fear doesn't break. This is kind of risky, but I'm going to drain his health. I just want to see if... Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. That was painful. Oh my gosh. I wanted to see if there was anything over the hill. Okay, we need the health, so I'm going to drain him. I'm going to tap him. Tap does about 7% of his health. Ham Kevin says he took that HP right back. Yeah, he did. Yeah, I got about 1% for that one. So it's not quite 2%. It's definitely not 2% per kill. It's probably closer to 1.5. Neutral Rocket says, do you have Harm Shield up? I do. It's right here. It's on number 7. The easiest button to hit, obviously. Okay, my eyeballs are floating. So I'm going to feign. And if Jabobin dies, he dies. but I gotta run to the little best friend's room here. I will be right back. All right, I'm back. Glasses mode engaged. Did not get a whole lot of mana while I was gone because I was feigned. At least Jabobin is still here. Neutral Rocket says, I started using Harm Shield when Feign Death fails to give it time to recharge. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll have to remember that. That probably could have saved me. Let's see, does Harm Shield cost mana? It costs 85. I think Feign is like 60. Yep, 60. Man, if we had the 49 pet, we would be in there for this spot. It does kind of seem like I'm going to have to do probably some low 40s stuff until I'm a little bit higher. I feel like it's only a matter of time in this spot before something really bad happens. Seems pretty risky. It's like I need to do a little bit lower stuff until I'm like 52 or so, and then this spot's probably a good spot to get the some research. Because the other thing is, even if I get level 49 research components, I'm not guaranteed to be able to research them until, not guaranteed ever, but they go trivial when I'm like level 54, I think. Smashy Up says, I believe there are giants in FM you can get some experience off in a safer spot. Yeah, those are, I think those go up to like 38, 39. I'm thinking right now the ideal level range is about 42 to like 44 or so. But I'm definitely going to experiment and try to find like good spots. I usually don't find one spot and just fully commit to it. I kind of like to shop around a little bit, know my options. I could just spend like all night tomorrow at the KC wall and try to get to 51. KC wall is so easy. But I wouldn't do that on stream. I wouldn't subject you guys to that. I feel like it would be boring for you and boring for me. You'd watch me watching YouTube videos. Nobody wants that. One time I went into a guy's stream. He was playing a game that I never see people stream, but I follow. And he was listening to a podcast, and I was like, that's just kind of like, I don't know. He wasn't talking, and he was just listening to a podcast, streaming his uh, run. There's an ape walking right here. I'm just gonna let him pass by. Okay, let's grab one. Gotta get a little bit closer. We're gonna pull a snare again. I feel like this is gonna be a good spot eventually. Smashy Up says City of Mist is a pretty sick spot. The moat. I was doing that on my druid. Solo at 51. I was actually thinking about heading to City of Mist. Future Rocket says Charm the Stables in City of Mist. Yeah, that was actually the spot I was thinking of. Seems like a pretty good spot. Yeah, these verdants, they're not bad. They don't resist, and oh shoot. Oh, I thought he was dead. I heard a death noise, but it was one of the guys up in the fort killing stuff. The verdants aren't bad. They don't resist a lot. They don't have as much health. It's the ancients that are a little bit dicey. But you see there, like I didn't get oh, actually, I did. I thought that was a 6. Tiny little letters there, numbers. So I did get like about a 1.5% off that kill. Giant Foreman's Tunic. Those are nice. And then another Trump Stump. I didn't know that Giants voted for him. You know what he did?
We're going to build a fort, and it's going to be a beautiful fort. Very, very big, very expensive.
And Kevin says, who's going to pay for the fort? And we're going to make the Sarnax pay for it. And Kevin says, welp, I'm sold. Yeah, I started playing around with the voice changer again, so expect that to be a thing. Yeah, this will be a good spot eventually because the loot here is good. The experience is good. Smashy Up says Overking Balthazar will not be pleased. All right, we got another verdant, so I'm not as worried about mana on the verdants. I'm gonna grab him. I interrupted my own spell. Damn, Kevin says we're gonna build a wall around Chardock. I think they already have a wall there. I saw it on the map. And Kevin says, yeah, but it's their wall. We need our own. This fear feels like it's lasting way longer. Okay, there it goes. That was weird. I was kind of hoping he would run. There we go. Must be 15% they run at. Come on, give me research. Let's see. So some other options: City Mist, Blood Gills, Hornets was kind of. I couldn't even find that spot where the 3 Hornets were. Obviously, this spot it just feels a little bit slow. Because yeah, we're at an hour and a half, and I've gotten 9%. Granted, some of that was runtime. What else is out there? I walked into Skyfire the other day just to check it out, and it was absolutely terrifying. I was like, I am not prepared for this. What level do you go into KC? Is it usually 53, 54? See, I think the next time I stream is Saturday. I think I'll do City of Mist. And do Charming in there. Charming is fast. Charming is good, fast, efficient experience. Obviously a little bit riskier, but if you're getting 20+% an hour, you can afford to take a little bit more risk. Smashy Up says, always got Skyfire if you want to have a not so good time. Yeah, I went in there and I was like, it was just nothing but aggro mobs everywhere. Kind of like here, just tons of pathers. Oh, there's a person out there. Smashy Up says, I always hated getting the epic cleric drop here. I didn't realize you had to go here to get the epic cleric drop. I did that quest on Agnar too, but I imagine the drop rates were a lot higher on TLP than they are here. So I probably got it so fast I didn't even realize it. Oh, Smashy Up says in Skyfire. That's right. I do think... oh, yeah, you said there. Epic drop there. I do think I remember that, actually. I think I had somebody help me with that. We had like a huge crowd of mobs on us. If I remember right. Because you can't like not get massive aggro there. No research. I don't think those guys are high enough. Smashy Up said the biggest troll is to be a wizard and port people there. Who was it? There was somebody in stream saying that they would port people to, was it Eastern Wastes? And they'd be like, right as they're porting, they'd be like, okay, get ready. And then they'd be like, oh yeah, Fadedar is up. And he'd see everybody like freak out. I think it's Fadedar, whatever the Eastern Waste nasty dragon is. Only in this game would they put a teleport to a zone and then put an extremely high level raid mob path right through the teleport. Oh yeah, Wuoshi in Awakening Lands. You're right. Smash you up. I don't know my EQs too well. I'm a noob who's played way too long. Casual meme fan, what's up? Welcome back to the stream. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good night. We are just fear kiting in burning wood. Casual meme fan says, I'm in unrest on an enchanter. Nice. That sounds like a good time. Are you doing yard trash? What is it? The main room in the middle on the first floor, the fireplace. Casual meme fan says fireplace. That's a good camp. I enjoy fireplace. I like all of Unrest, actually. Unrest is a good zone. Till you get trained. Till the fireplace group trains the lower level groups. The middle first floor room is like train central. But everybody just binds right outside. Neutral Rocket says, can confirm pets can pull the whole zone by warping from the basement. I totally believe it. And Kevin says, until a power level group rolls in and pulls the whole zone. Zone disruption. Kevin says, probably doesn't happen as much on green, I'd imagine. Oh, does that? I bet blue is power level city, actually, yeah. People are on their 10th alt. They don't want to do it the same way they've done it the last 9 times. Smashy Up says everyone has an unrest story from being a low level and seeing all those weird mobs. Yeah, they look so weird, the basement mobs. The first time you see him, you're like, what is that? It's a hand. How did it get up here? Yeah, Kevin says, yeah, some clown brought 4 buddies to Kearns and started killing the whole zone when I was starting up my Necro. Ouch. I'm gonna share a controversial opinion. I don't mind instancing in this game. I think it benefits more than it hurts. Smashy Up says Crystal Caverns is probably my favorite grind spot. I've never gone there. I'll have to check it out sometime. I think there's good loot there for necromancers, if I remember right. And Kevin says that gnome rocked me the first time I went to Unrest. I don't mind instancing in any game unless the whole game is instanced. Oh, like Guild Wars. I don't mind. I guess I don't really mind it, but if you're gonna be an MMO, be an MMO. If you're gonna be kind of more of a lobby game, be a lobby game, and don't really mix the two too much. Smash Up says Crystal Caverns is Velius content. Yeah, I can't wait to get out to Velius. I know Neutral Rockets, he's wanting to see some Velius. I've thought about finishing Mr. Best Friend, getting to 60, and then trying to get his epic. But I haven't made up my mind on that. And Kevin says, I like the open world in WoW, but going to do a dungeon and knowing you aren't going to get crashed is nice. Yeah, my favorite dungeon in WoW is Blackrock Depths. Because the whole thing feels like this epic dungeon crawl. It's so much fun to do with a group. And yeah, it would ruin it if you had to deal with other groups there. I like how playing through a full Blackrock Depths run feels almost like a mini D&D campaign. The first time I did it, I was just absolutely enthralled. I loved it. People don't really do it as much now because everybody's so optimized. But back in the day, people were like, yeah, let's just go to Blackrock Depths and fight our way through it and see what we find. Now people have optimized routes where they go straight to this spot or that spot and farm a boss. So it's a little bit harder to find a full run. Smashy Up says Eldon was an amazing EQ expansion. I am so disappointed in myself that I missed Eldon. I bought Eldon. In fact, I think somewhere over here to my right, I think I have the CD still. It's buried in with all my other games. I bought it, but that was around the time I started playing in a band and hanging out. You know, I was doing a lot more like groany things because I was like a teenager. And I never truly played it. Like I did probably 3 Eldons and then never played it again. Alright, let's get a dot up on him. Smashy Up says those missions were hard. Oh, we're so hard. Yeah, I wish I had done more Eldons. I think the draw was the augments, right? Because I remember doing a few on Agnar. We did the Eldon raids, and everybody was going for the augments. All right, we need to get a new snare on him, and usually this is where it goes wrong. But the snare went off. Perfect. We're going to let him run back up to us. And then I'll catch up on comments here in just a second. Thought I heard something walking up on me. Smashy Up says, Eldon started augments, that's why the expansion didn't age well, because every expansion after that made Eldon 100% pointless content, so everyone stopped playing it. Ah, that makes sense. Yeah, I just remember everybody was trying to get the max augments out of the raids. Oh, hello. I don't think that's a Necro spell, but it is a spell. We got our first spell drop. I think that calls for a celebration. There it is. Now, if I remember right, can we not trade these spells for other spells? There's a quest called Necromancer Spells. There we go. The one we want the one in Cabalus. Okay, it looks like he doesn't want the spell that I found. Oh, they have to be other Necro spells. Well, that's silly because I want this spell and I want this spell. Okay, but we did confirm that we can find spells here at the Giant Fort. So that is a win. Even if it isn't the spell we want. But we need to kill ancients, and the ancients are kind of hard. Smashy Up says also the expansion that started instanced zones. Yeah, that's right. All the Eldons were instanced. I also thought it was cool how the Eldons, some of them were zones that were on the old EQ map that shipped with like OG EQ, like Rujarkian Hills, Takish His, and I thought it was cool that they brought those zones in for Eldon, because I remember seeing those on the old EQ map and being like, what are these? They're not in the game. And they weren't in the game for 3 or 4 years. Usual Rocket says they probably dropped the words too. That's what I'm hoping for. If we could get Lich or the level 49 pet, that would be amazing. We just have to always have full mana when we pull. All right, here's another ancient. Let's grab him with this snare. I'm going to try something. I'm going to see if we can get an ignite blood up before we fear. Okay, that works. That should speed things up a little bit. Okay, fear is going to break right on top of me. Oh, he resisted it. That's bad. Luckily, we had time to react. Oh, the pet taunted. Good boy, pet. Okay, he resisted another fear. And my pet's getting beat up, so we're going to draw him back a little bit. Hopefully there's nothing on the other side of that hill. And then we do very badly need another snare on him. Oh yeah, he's going. He's off to the races. Hopefully we can get him before he outranges us, because he's moving pretty quick. Oh, he resisted. Okay. Yeah, we need to try to get another fear, because, oh, he's coming fast. Oh, he resisted the fear. Ah! Okay. I think we're okay. Snare is safety. I'm gonna bring my pet back, because he's getting whooped. Okay, there we go. He's in run range. Oof. Kind of a risky tactic, but I'm gonna drop a drain life on him just so I have a nice health pool here. Okay. Got a little scary there, but we're still here. We're at 15% to level 51. Jabobin is still here as well. And we have a pop, but I do not have the mana to grab him. My water bottle's empty. I can feel my skin drying out. Okay, this has been alright. Smashy Up says, I always love when I cast fear instead of screaming terror. Yeah, I had a fear up on my bar instead of screaming terror for like an hour. And Neutral Rockets was watching the replay. He wasn't watching the live stream. And he was like, it was probably just eating him up inside that I didn't have ST up. He always gets on to me because he's like, you need to ST when charm breaks. Because I'll like panic and root. And then I have a rooted pet. I'll like root him and then recharm him. And now it's like the enemy's rooted, my pet's rooted, and they're just looking at each other. An expert I am not. There's one thing in this game that I'm an expert at. Dalnir. At some point, I'm gonna have to go back and kill that Cly Overseer, just for the lulz. Yeah, I was kind of hoping to see some research words at this point. I want to say lich is... It just needs one word. Words of the ethereal. So you don't have to find 2 words. Once you find it, you can research it. But you have to be 184 in research to be trivial for it. And I am 145, so I need to train 36 more points in research. And I don't think I can do that yet. I think I would be capped out around 170. Neutral Rocket says level 52. Yep. So if I get one set of words of the ethereal, I'm going to hang on to it and suffer through the next couple levels just to get trivial. And then research it once it's trivial. That way I don't... Unless I get multiples. If I get multiples, then I'll throw words at it. I did that for my level 34 or my 39 pet, whichever one. I think it was 34. Because I had like 4 sets to burn. But that was just because forest giants out in Warslicks were dropping words like crazy. And I leveled on them for like ever. And Kevin says their drop table has to be scuffed. That's what I was thinking. There's no way that's like legit, but maybe it is. I don't know. I don't want to ask Nilbog and ruin it for everybody. He goes, oh yeah, that shouldn't be happening. And then everybody loses their sweet honey hole to get level 34 research, starting at level 22. Or whatever level you can solo the giant fort. And Kevin says mobs almost never drop spell research for spells around their level. That's my experience. Usually you have to be much higher. I mean, shoot, Droga. The goblins in Droga were dropping like level 16 research. I was like, oh, that's great, thanks. I can go research invoke shadow or was it shadow vortex or whatever dropped in there. Some useless AoE spell. Ham Kevin says, get yourself a Hungry Earth. Yeah, I have yet to get Hungry Earth. I probably will never have that spell in my book. I'm hoping to get it one day when I go to Kern's and get bone chips. I think it's Words of Materials or Words of Spirit. One of those two. I have a ton of one and like none of the other. Smashy Up says, I think I had those words drop off. Ooh, we gotta resist. Can my pet grab him? Looks like the pet grabbed him. That's an expensive spell to resist, though. Okay, I want a life tap, but I don't want to do it too soon because I'll burn my mana, and I'm going to need to probably do one more snare on him before he dies. Okay, the other one popped as well, so I need to bring him further back. Also, I don't think Vampiric Curse is very efficient for the mana cost, for the amount of healing that you get. I'm coming to that realization. I may be able to get by without doing a second snare. Oh shit, he resisted again. Alright, now I feel safe tapping. Because that'll put him down in run range. In fact, he's gonna be dead. No research, though. Alright, we have an Ancient. That's gonna be the last one that I do tonight. And Kevin says, I don't even do research on my Necro, and it was the one spell I got enough words to make 3 copies. I knew research was going to be a pain when I started, but I don't think I realized how much of a pain it would be. But it does add at least that dimension to the solo self-found, because everybody knows Necros are a great solo class, possibly the best, depending on what you're after. Probably, I would say the best for all-around soloing. And Kevin says, I did it on green, but only because we started when the server started. And you're right, it was a pain in the ass. Yeah, it's if you don't have to do it at this point in the server's life, you have enough people that have done it that you can buy spells from. For the regular player, I would say it's really not worth it. When I first started and I heard it was going to be like 3,000 platinum to train it, I thought that was like this crazy amount though, and now I'm like, it is what it is. It's funny because I used to have to go farm spiders and then turn spider silk into armor and then sell armor to buy spells. And now I'm like, man, I wish I could drop 1,000 plat on a spell right now. Like I would do it right now. Boom, 1,000 plat. But back then it was like, oh, I just need to kill like 4 more spiders to make another headband. And I can buy my level 8 pet. Kevin says, nope, now I just buy them all on EC before I even start. Smashy Up says, I just save words and try to find people to make the spells for me. Yeah, if you need me to make spells, if you're on green, let me know. And Kevin says, and then pester my friend who lives in Seb for high level spells. Yeah, eventually I think I'll be in Seb. Just need to get through these next few levels. Go farm that key. I'm definitely not just going to go to 60 doing the same thing. I want to do Mr. Best Friend some justice here and finish out with some cool dungeon crawls. And Kevin says, bro, I need torpor, man. Eventually they get sick of hearing it. Casual meme fan, Giant Fort, Burning Woods is one of my favorite camps. Yeah, it's actually, when I first got here, I didn't like it, but after a couple hours, it's growing on me. It's all right. Neutral Rocket says there is only one dungeon for Necros. Bet you can't guess what he's going to say. Casual meme fan says it's chilled to the max. I think if I was 52, I would probably be a little bit more chill with a better pet. But it's going all right. The Stones That Howl. Why is it called Chirasis and Howling Stones? Is what I want to know. Does anybody know the answer to that? Casual Meme Fan says you could root rot inside almost all single poles. Interesting. I did not know that. I haven't gone in there. These two at the door are keeping me well fed, though. It's just enough that I get full mana before each pull and generally have both of them down. Alright, I want to pull him back over here. I kind of want him back closer to the fort. Okay, we gotta get a snare here or things are gonna get weird. Please don't resist. Thank you. Ooh, yeah, that Sarnak is like running by over there. I'm glad we weren't there. Hopefully it doesn't come this way. Nope, okay, he moved on. Trying to watch out down that hill. That's the thing I don't like is the visibility. You can't tell what's going to come running up here. Alright, I'll catch up on comments. That was the last giant of the night. No spell, no research, that's okay. It's a little risky to camp right here. But I kind of like this spot, so I'm just going to med. That way if I camp here, I come back, I at least have the mana to deal with it if something is on top of me. Kevin says, nope, I played WoW for nearly 2 decades and don't even know what Thrall is about. I feel you there. I didn't know anything about WoW lore until probably like 2 years ago. And I was dealing with some stuff in my personal life, and as most of you guys know, I quit drinking 3 years ago, no alcohol whatsoever. So I kind of coped by getting really into WoW lore for a little bit. It's a really nerdy way to cope, but I enjoyed it. I watched a lot of lore videos, and then I started paying more attention to the quests and things in the game. But I still couldn't tell you a whole lot about the story. Smashy Up says maybe they couldn't make their mind up on the Chirasis. Yeah. Casual Meme Fan comes in for the win. He says Chirasis means Howling Stones and Ixar. Oh, wait. You got me, dude. You freaking got me. You're the winner. You're the winner of the stream tonight. Casual Meme Fan says, I just made that up, but still. Neutral Rocket says, such a fun time. Looking forward to seeing Mr. Best Friend crapping himself in there and eventually mastering it. Nice. I appreciate that. Casual Meme Fan says, inside the fort, it's almost totally safe. Kevin says, I've watched YouTube videos years ago. Yeah, I watched like several hours of WoW lore YouTube, and I still don't know a whole lot about it. I actually want to kill this guy and see if I can go inside the fort real quick. So we're going to risky pull with 80% mana, but it's a verdant, so we should be okay. Oh, he resisted the fear. Run away. Run away. Run away. Kevin says it was in one ear, not the other. Yeah, that's kind of how I like listen and I pay attention for 5 minutes and then it becomes background noise to whatever else I'm doing. Casual Meme Fan says, congrats, that's something to be proud of. Thank you. Yep, no more alcohol for me. It's the best decision I ever made. Wouldn't trade it for the world. I can go to bed at 1 a.m. on a Friday night and wake up at 5 a.m. on Saturday and feel ready to go. And I love it. I work out all the time, take care of myself, generally eat pretty good. I did develop a sweet tooth. I used to never have a sweet tooth because I think you get all the sugar and the carbs from the beer and stuff. And now I do have a pretty bad sweet tooth. I love like sour gummy worms, the trolley sour gummy worms, Reese's. Reese's Fast Breaks are one of my favorite. And Kevin says famous last words. I did that with EQ lore when I first started. I know nothing about EQ lore. I know a little bit about down near now. Okay, I see what you're talking about. It's like I bet I could pull him and he won't even grab this guy. I don't know, they do look kind of close. I don't know if I would have the mana to root rot the ancients yet. So I think I'm stuck down here until I get a little bit better mana pool. Casual Meme Fan says, I keep hearing that and I keep considering it. Is that the stopping drinking? I wouldn't trade it for the world, man. I love it. Other people like they get angry. They're like, "Oh, I can't drink anymore." You know, usually people that like get court ordered or whatever. And I'm like, I'm over it. I don't even think about it. Like it doesn't even appeal to me at all. Casual Meme Fan says, "OF washed out all around. Feel it all around." Then Kevin says the Reese's Take Fives are awesome. Uh-oh. All right, that's our cue. We just need to feign him off. Hopefully we don't fail here. Okay. I'm glad he came now when I was ready to log off. Thank you, Sarnak Champion. You are the champion. Now is he going to remember us when we stand up? He did not remember us. Okay, we are going to park our butts right here. Actually, that's a little bit close. And I'm going to log off here. Very chatty chat tonight. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for taking your time here with me tonight. All your support, everything you guys do makes this channel possible. And I just want to say again, thanks. So it was a great stream tonight. Really appreciate you being here. For my YouTube viewers, please drop comments, likes. You guys know the thing. Help me out with the algorithm. And for everybody, Twitch and YouTube, stay classic, and I'll see you tomorrow. Actually, Saturday. I'll see you Saturday.